Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new ESO video or Elder Scrolls Online video with me, Sherman. Today guys, I'm bringing you some news on Scalebreaker and the Update 23 preview. So if you guys didn't know, Update 23 or Scalebreaker and Update 23 are coming to the PTS on Monday, I think it's the 8th? Yes, the 8th of July. And are going to be put on PTS then, so that means any characters that I have on there now will be wiped and new characters will be put up. They'll probably do US for the first week, EU for the second week, US for the third week, and then on the fourth week go back to EU, and then on the fifth week go back to US, and then leave it that way. That's what they tend to do with the PTS cycles, so it can make it really hard for me to get character builds done and out to you guys during the first few weeks because of this constant flip-flopping of servers. And so I'm gonna have to put that on hold for now. So I do apologize for that, but let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Scalebreaker and Update 23. Scalebreaker is the new dungeon DLC being added to the Season of the Dragons year-long story event, and it has been a fun journey so far. I've been enjoying every ounce of content from the Raststone DLC, elsewhere, and I can't wait to see these two new dungeons. Now, they did do a live stream where they showed off the two dungeons and explained some of the mechanics and stuff to them, but let's go ahead and talk about what they have written here. So it says, the rage of dragons threatens beyond elsewhere, and an all-new Season of the Dragon Adventures awaits Tamriel's heroes. Learn about the upcoming Scalebreaker DLC and Update 23 base game patch. So, Scalebreaker DLC game pack is coming to the game in the Crown Store and to ESO Plus members. So if you have ESO Plus, you get this free. If you don't have ESO Plus, you have to buy this separately. So, unfortunately. And it says, who will enjoy free access? That's just alright. This new DLC features two new challenging new PvE dungeons, Moongrave Fane and Lair of Marslock. And Update 23 arrives alongside the new dungeon pack and brings a host of quality of life improvements for all ESO players. No purchase or ESO Plus membership required, including updates to Battleground maps, multi-crafting, multi-guild bidding, and a revamp to the Undaunted Keys and rewards and more. So the new Season of the Dragon stories, with Scalebreaker you can experience two new stories that explore the aftermath of the Elsewhere chapter and the consequences of the emergence of dragons from the halls of Colossus. Both new dungeons feature adventures that are related to the epic year-long narrative, but they also stand alone as unique stories in their own right. Deep within the ancient ruins of Moongrave Fane, a former member of the Dragon Guard and his fellow vampires of the Hollowfang clan have felled and captured a dragon. However, they wish to do more than simply destroy the humble beast, as the clan prepares a ritual to drain the dragon of its blood and gain its terrible power. So this right here, this picture, this is called I think they said it's called a lava gargoyle, which I thought sounded pretty interesting for a vampire to become a lava gargoyle. So, really interesting there. All manner of beasts await Moongrave Fane. Neighboring elsewhere, Grout Woods' Eldenroot tree is threatened by a deadly corruption that originates from the nearby jungles of Tinmar and the lair of Marslock. Grout Woods' protectors have tried and failed to destroy the dragon at the center of the blight, so a truce has been called between the forest spirit Selene and her captor, the warlock, Caradon. So, if you guys don't know the story of Selene and Caradon, you help Caradon capture Selene's soul, pretty much. And he is a warlock, so an interesting story there. And it says, with your help, they must attempt to save Eldenroot tree before the corruption can spread. So, it sounds really interesting. Confront the corrupting influence of Marslock. You can complete the Lair of Marslock and Moongrave Fane dungeons in normal, veteran, and veteran hard mode difficulties within the 4-player PvE challenges. You can uncover unique rewards such as powerful new item sets and amazing collectibles, including furnishings, mementos, and a pet. In addition, by simply entering either of these 2 dungeons, you earn the Dread Aurelian Mask style page. So, sounds pretty cool. And this is what some of the new armor sets look like that drop in there. I think these are the ones from Moongrave Fane. I'm not 100% on that. And then update 23's quality of life improvements. Before we get started though, remember with every dungeon DLC we get 6 new sets. So we get 2 new light armor sets, 2 new medium armor sets, and 2 new heavy armor sets. And each of those sets drop within these dungeons on both normal and veteran. And then we get 2 new monster sets, 1 from each dungeon. And these add new ways for us to play the game, new ways to create builds, new ways to play our characters. And I did see some of these during the live stream. And to be honest, I kind of shook my head when I saw some of them, was like, what? Because it just didn't feel like they fit. And then I was like, okay, now I see where they fit in. And it took me a second because they caught me off guard. But I do see where they fit in, and they're really cool sets so far from what I've seen. Alright, moving on to update 23 quality of life improvements. It says arriving free in tandem with the new DLC Dungeon Pack is update 23 features useful quality of life improvements in addition to the usual fixes and balance changes. Multi-crafting. This is something people have been asking for ages, and we're finally getting it. With multi-crafting, you can now craft, deconstruct, and refine multiple items at once. Simply indicate how many times you wish to perform a crafting action, and instantly does it all. This is great if you're working to quickly improve your crafting levels, and clear out your inventory, and you can make fast work of stocking up on potions, or completing writs. Yeah, that would have been nice to do a long time ago. Multi-bidding for guild traders and locations. With update 23, you can have your guild bid on up to 10 different guild trader locations each week. Priority is given to the location with the highest bid, and if you missed your first preference, the system checks your second, third, and so on. Once you win a bid on the guild trader, all of the other bids are refunded back to your guild bank. With the addition, or with this addition, it is easier to ensure you get a guild trader location you like as long as you have the gold to bid. I think they're finally realizing some guild traders like to stay in one location for a long time because they found out that if they stay in that one location for a long time, they make more money. Sorry. It's one of my gripes with this game, and it's the guild trader system. So, and it's not that I want them to switch over, you guys, to a guild system like they have in like World of Warcraft, like an auction house type thing. I would like them to do away with the guild system completely and make it to where you sell to merchants, and merchants can turn around and resell items, or you can auction your items through the merchants to players. If they would do something like that, this game would be awesome. This game would be amazing. But we don't have that. We have this guild trader system, so hey, I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to deal with it. Alright, next up, Undaunted Keys and their rewards update. So they did show this as well during the live stream. I'm going to read through this and I'm going to explain what's going on. So this new update also makes it easier to manage your Undaunted Keys and provides more ways to spend them. With update 23, Undaunted Keys are now listed as a currency, which is awesome. They take up so much space in your inventory, you know, one slot, woo. But, meaning they are in currency section of your inventory instead. So you have to log in, they did say this, you have to log in on all your characters to get these transferred over into your currency. And then once it's in your currency, any of your characters can use it because it's now account-wide. Because your currency is account-wide. Well, you guys know what I mean. Your stuff is there. I don't know if currency is account-wide, but I'm pretty sure some things are in your currency. Like, you know, the stones for transmutation is a currency that's account-wide. I know AP isn't. I know gold isn't, of course. I wish it was. but it's not. Okay, so never again will you lose track of your keys. In addition, to acquire monster shoulder items, you can now receive undaunted coffers for the different undaunted quest NPCs instead of using a chest in the middle of each camp. So they're doing away with the chests in the middle of each camp, and each of the quest givers now has a store that you can go to, and you can buy a coffer for 1 key and still get the same rewards as usual. Or they have these coffers for 5 keys that allow you to purchase a coffer that has 1 of 2 shoulders in it from the different dungeons. So you can get, like, say, if you go into the Fungal Grotto one, it'll have the monster set for Fungal Grotto 1 and Fungal Grotto 2, and you'll be able to choose. Well, you don't get to choose. You get to basically unlock it and get one of those 2 options given to you. And it won't, armor type and traits, you don't get to decide on. That's random generated, of course, just like the idea of, has always been. It's always been an RNG based thing. So you have to, you're still gambling with the keys to get what you want, but you have a better chance of getting the exact item you're looking for with this new system. And I really like it, kind of, but I'll have to see how things go. There are people that I know of who are sitting on thousands of keys because they have every monster set in the game, and then they're like, why do I need these? But now they have a chance of getting other monster sets that they can get, better traits, you know, with the traits they want, or possibly the armor type they want, but now they can spend 5 keys to purchase them. And when you purchase the one with 5 keys, according to what the dev said, it only has the shoulder pieces in it. It does not have any of the other rewards that you normally get. So it's a better chance at getting those shoulders, but it's also giving up a lot of other rewards that you would get for 1 key. Alright, so it says these coffers contain the usual items you receive when turning in keys, but you gain a new option too. The Undaunted NPC also allow you to spend more keys on specific coffers from paired dungeons. These pairings are based on the dungeon's release or relation. For example, you could spend additional keys to acquire a random coffer from the Imperial City DLC dungeon. In this case, you would have a 50-50 chance to receive Molag Kinnet or Lord Warden's shoulders. Another pairing includes the monster shoulders from both Fungal Grotto. This increases your chance of finding the monster shoulders you want, but costs more and still has some risks. So, excuse me. Finally, the Undaunted NPCs also offer each month's monster shoulder style page for a large amount of keys, allowing you to immediately gain a shoulder style you want, but you will need to venture into the dungeons for monster mask styles. Alright, the changes to Battlegrounds. So this is Aldkarek and the Isterus Outpost update. So the Battleground maps, Aldkarek and the Isterus Outpost, are also receive new versions for specific game modes. Now when you play Aldkarek in Team Deathmatch and capture the Relic and Chaos Ball, you fight in a smaller, more compact version of the map. For Isterus, we made adjustments to the map for Deathmatch and Chaos Ball. These changes help ensure each map is better tailored to the different game modes, always making for an exciting and action-packed game. Cool. Break Dragons. With the Season of the Dragon heating up, Scalebreaker brings 2 exciting new adventures to challenge you and your group. The events of Elsewhere's chapter have left Tamriel reeling from the emergence of dragons, but the fight is far from over. Now you can explore the dire consequences of opening the Halls of Colossus in the new DLC Dungeons pack. Of course, the new content arrives in addition to a base game update and promises to change the way you trade, collect powerful monster gear, and battle your fellow players, and it's free for all. It's not free for all. The update is free for all. The dungeon is not. Alright, and it says keep an eye on the website for information on both Skullcaller and Update 23 in the near future. So I'm going to just do the math for you guys. If you guys are wondering when Skullcaller is going to come out, it's going to get put on the PTS on the 8th, and it's 5 weeks from the 8th. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on the 12th of next month, we will be getting this live. So the 12th of August is when Scalebreaker comes out live for the PC and Mac. And then imagine 2 weeks later, so on the 26th roughly, or the actually it'll be the 27th because consoles do their releases on Tuesday, so it'll be the 27th for consoles. That means Xbox and PlayStation 4. So, unfortunately, that part sucks. But I also want to talk about something else that talked about in the update. They said there is also coming with this over 20 pages of... They didn't really specify, but they said it's combat changes. So expect a lot of things. They already did the changes to the classes, so my guess is this is going to be the Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Psijic Order, Undaunted skill lines, along with some weapon skill lines that they didn't get in the last Passover, of things that are getting adjusted in this next update. Those are just my thoughts. I don't know. We have to wait until Monday to find out. But whatever it is, I hope that the changes better reflect the idea they have for the game. And what I mean by that is the whole concept of, hey, we want you to play how you want, enjoy the game how you want. I want to keep seeing them do that, and I want to see more. I want to see them really focus into that, especially with gear sets, skills, traits, all that stuff. Like, everything that they're doing in the game, I want to see more of that. Because that's what's going to keep this game going, is keeping it different from other MMOs. And not following in the same suit of World of Warcraft and all those other games. Keep pushing for this game to be dynamic. Keep pushing for this game to be unique. And let's see what happens. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope that I was very informative, and I hope it brought some new light to you guys on what's coming. And unfortunately, that is it. So you know what that means. If you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys want to see more videos by me, you can subscribe. Other than that, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a wonderful day. And this guy might see you in game. Bye.